Hey everybody, this is Gary, the fist pump guy. Now I know it's been a while since you've seen me, but today we're going to take a quick look at the 2020 Toyota Highlander Limited Edition in the beautiful, the elegant Celestial Silver. Join me as we take a look. Now 2020 did bring a brand new body style on the Highlander. About the only real carryover was the engine transmission. Great fuel economy and also great horsepower. But what I want to look at is the body lines and the styling of this vehicle. Now it's loaded with standard safety features with the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. You get front LED and rear LED lights. Look at that, looks great down the side. You get the 20-inch chrome wheels, great looking vehicle. Also standard blind spot monitoring, push button start with smart key. Standard moon roof on this vehicle. Quick look from the side. As you step around the back, they did a great job designing this vehicle so it looks great. It's a little bit bigger interior wise and exterior wise, not by much, but enough to notice, especially in the cargo in the second and third row. But if you're looking for a great looking vehicle and that's your main reason for purchasing a vehicle, you can't go wrong with a 2020 Toyota Highlander Limited. Let's take a look at the inside. As you step in this Toyota Highlander Limited for 2020, you'll notice they did a fantastic job with the interior, from all the trim, the leather, the stitching, the placement of your knobs and radio. Everything I think was a fantastic job on Toyota's part. We got standard memory seat for the driver's seat. You got, of course, automatic high beam as part of the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, power rear liftgate standard, heated steering wheel standard on the Limited. You get heated, ventilated, perforated leather on the seats, power driver and passenger. Now these seats are very, very comfortable. These are one of the most comfortable seats I've felt on the Toyotas. Maybe just like the Avalon, they feel great. Instrument cluster, easy to read. Steering wheel, easy to maneuver. You do have standard 8-inch touchscreen radio, Apple CarPlay, dynamic navigation on the floating screen is what they call it, I think. Easy to read and access HVAC controls. Now this radio does have 11, it's JBL, but it does have 11 standard speakers. You can see these in the pillars here. Sounds great. You can get an upgrade on this radio to a 12.3 screen, which is what's standard on the Platinum as well. It also includes the bird's eye view camera with that upgrade, but this one does not have it. That's one of the few options on the Limited. You do have 5 standard USB ports. There's 3 of them, including 2 charging ports. Electronic power parking brake standard. Qi wireless charging standard. But look at the interior, it looks great, man. It really does. You have standard safety connect, as I mentioned before, moonroof. Okay, let's take a quick look at the back. Let's look at the other option really that's on this vehicle, because there's very few options you can get on the Limited. One of your favorites, the visor that lets up and down. This is something that Toyota's been doing for a minute. Sienna, I think, introduced it, and then onto the Highlander. This one does have the optional bench seat, okay? Now this is a 60-40 split. It does slide forward and backwards for the third row passenger, but this particular vehicle, this Limited, comes standard with the bucket seats here. This is the option. That's one of the other options. There's another power port and also charging stations for USB. There's your HVAC controls for your second and third row passengers. And as always, the Toyota Highlander does have the air vents in the ceiling of the vehicle. Let's step around real quick, because you may not have noticed the difference in the room, but this is a power rear liftgate. Adjustable. You can adjust the height on this, by the way. A little bit more cargo space, right? A little bit more third row space. So if you've had a Highlander before, or depending on what year model it was, you'll notice it does have a little bit more cargo space. Now obviously on these vehicles, on the mid-size SUV market, there's only so much room that you can create for these without making it a full size. Obviously we have the Sequoia now, and it's pretty massive, but it's not like a Suburban or something like that where you have extra amount of space. But I think for the Highlander, it's great. I think it's especially the way they designed the back door to create more room here, right? There's the subwoofer for the JBL. Now, I know I mentioned some safety, such as the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, blind spot monitoring and such. But Toyota Highlander's always been rated high on safety. I don't think they've released the stars on this one yet. I haven't really looked it up to see, but I imagine it's probably gonna be 5 stars. 8 standard airbags on this vehicle, right? And that's in addition to the Toyota Safety Sense P, which is standard on all these vehicles. Now, since I ended my interior walk with talking about the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, I feel it necessary to go ahead and talk about it now because I want you to understand something. It's standard on every trim level of Toyota Highlander, okay? You can't say that about every piece of the competition, right? So Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, what is it? What does it include? Okay, so it's your safety. It's really passive safety. It's not something that you have to do. It works on its own. Pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, low light pedestrian detection, bicyclist detection. Right? You have lane departure alert with steering assist. Okay, it'll help correct your steering if you start drifting, like if you look down at your phone. Automatic high beams, radar cruise control. Now that radar cruise control also includes lane tracing assist. So if you're using your radar cruise control going down the road, the lane tracing assist can help keep you centered, right? So also road sign assist to help you recognize certain road signs on the road, okay? So if it's a speed limit sign, it'll actually show you what the speed limit is right there. So if you don't know what the speed limit is, it'll show it on your dash. So those are just a few features on the Safety Sense that's included standard on the Toyota Highlander for 2020. Now that's in addition to the blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. That's in addition to the front and rear parking sensors where the braking, it has a braking that may brake if it's going in reverse if something pops up back there. Just a lot of standard features and safety that you'll want for you and your family on the 2020 Toyota Highlander. Now, I didn't cover everything that you get when you get a Toyota Highlander Limited. It's a great ride. You're going to love it. It's quiet. It's smooth. It's probably one of the most comfortable vehicles that Toyota puts out right now. So I think that if you go take a test drive, you're going to love it too. So don't forget to follow me, like, share this video, comment. I don't care. I love you anyway. I appreciate you tuning. Thank you for watching. Follow the Fist Pump Guy.